Leyna Love Yoga here. So today I want to talk to you about something that has been a saving grace for me for a very, very long time after 20 years of being a yoga practitioner and 10 years of teaching yoga. And I teach things like acro yoga and aerial yoga and like Thai massage and things that are really demanding on your body. It was harder and harder to recoup myself and not be so sore and tight and tired. So for most people, they suffer from some sort of magnesium deficiency without knowing it. So memory loss, fatigue, headaches, migraines, sometimes nausea and like digestion problems, skin problems, nail problems, hair problems. And one of the biggest ones is muscle tightness and trouble sleeping or even insomnia. If you think about like the times when you've laid in bed and you feel like your muscles are still flexing and you can't relax, and then you have trouble sleeping or you have trouble staying asleep or falling asleep, these are all signs of magnesium deficiency. It's kind of a silent epidemic in the States particularly, but in other countries as well because of pollution. The minerals are not as potent in our soil as they were years and years and years ago. So we have to find other ways to absorb magnesium. And one of the best ways to absorb it is through your skin. So I get an Epsom Salt bath at least once a week, right? Any kind of Epsom Salt. I put half a bag or an entire bag. I think the directions says you're supposed to use a cup or two. So it really just depends on your body. I know I need a lot of magnesium with all of the things that I do. My muscles get incredibly tight. So not everyone can soak in a bath. Some people don't have a bathtub or they just don't want to be bothered with a bath. So another alternative would be to get a foot soak. You could just use a big bowl or Tupperware or something like that and, put a little bit less, maybe half a cup or fourth of a cup of Epsom salt with hot water and then soak through your feet, because your feet are actually one of the most absorbent places in your body aside from your skin is through your feet. So that is another option for you. If you have like one area that's sore that you want to kind of spot treat, you can soak a towel in the Epsom salt, hot water, and bring it out, but leave it a little bit wet because warm heat is usually best for sore muscles, and then put it wherever you need and then keep doing that with the towel. That is another option. An easier option, right, as a daily supplement, I love this powdered form. It's called Calm, and it comes in all different flavors. Every health food store sells this, and I think there's like 10 different flavors. I love the watermelon, but all the citrus ones are really good too. I think there's grape and there's all different ones. But that's about 2 teaspoons once or twice a day, and you mix it with water and it tastes really good. And so that's another way to get it. A lot of foods that we eat, we need magnesium to be able to absorb and digest them. Like things like calcium and iron, and all that helps absorption. So it's really, really important. And if you're suffering from any of these things, the chances are you're not just really tight, right? You have a magnesium deficiency. I know so many women with headache and migraine problems and like severe cramping with their menstrual cycle. And a lot of it is simply magnesium deficiency. It's just not something that's talked about so widely. So there's a little bit of kind of quiet ignorance to this. So that's why I wanted to share this with you today. This has been one of the most helpful things for me, not just if you're sore, not just if you're feeling tight and your muscles ache, right? But if you are incredibly fatigued, even mentally, emotionally, and right, another thing that it's really great for is if you're having trouble sleeping, this is going to help activate the parasympathetic, right? Any form of magnesium. When our muscles are tight or dehydrated or overworked, right, they are deficient in magnesium. So when we give that magnesium back to the muscles, to the tissues, they start to soften and relax, right? So you go from this to this. So think of what that's doing to your psyche and to your brain. So I hope that that's helpful for you, because this certainly is one of the most important things that I do for self-care, whether it's in a powder form, whether I have the time to get an Epsom Salt bath, or sometimes taking the supplements that I take. It's a magnesium, iron, and calcium blend. I think there's something else in it too. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and go get a bath or go get some form of magnesium and start feeling relaxed and happy and sleep well. Bye. Peace out.